independent 2020 release. My name is Anshuman Vaidya, and I'm your Market Simulation Coordinator. Today is October 12th. Calls and webinars are recorded for stakeholder convenience, allowing those who are unable to attend to listen to the recordings after the meetings. The recordings will be publicly available on the ISO webpage for a limited time following the meetings. The recordings and any related transcription should not be reprinted without ISO's permission. Today's agenda, we have map stage availability. We'll talk about known issues for ADS, and then we'll talk about the ADS transition, production connectivity, and more details about how ADS is working and how we plan the transition to be. Then we'll go ahead and jump to independent 2020 releases, structured scenarios, registration details, its initiatives and timelines, and then we'll talk about different initiatives and the next steps. Map stage availability can be checked at portalmap.kaiser.com. Currently, we had an outage or maintenance for CMRI, UI, and API that has been extended till Wednesday, 14th of October. And we have, for stage, we have some maintenance for ADS, UI, and API. We'll see intermittent interruption. The system is not going to go down for a long time. It's just intermittent. Any questions here for map stage availability or stage ADS? Okay, moving on. I'd like to, again, share the importance, that you can always tell us if you need a profile that needs to be moved to production ADS. We will take your profile from map stage or stage ADS and we'll move it to production. So please create a CD ticket for it so that we can perform this scenario. I'd like to invite Trang to go ahead with this ADS replacement transition update.
Thank you, Anshuman. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Thank you. So from the last Thursday market simulation call, we don't have any updates to these ADS slides. So the information here is what we reviewed last time. So we are planning to do the transition starting with phase 1 tomorrow with just the network changes, and then phase 2 for the ADS transition and application changes and the UI availability on the 13th on Wednesday. So what our focus is on today is continuing the outreach to complete the production connectivity testing. And so as a reminder and to emphasize the importance, in order to minimize any impact to current production ADS functionality, we are doing our due diligence to work with the customers to validate their production connectivity. So some of you have already performed that test, so thank you to the ADS users that have, and then if you haven't, we will be reaching out to you today to finish that. So I don't have any updates on this slide, so Anshuman, you can move forward. And I'll just call out any critical points. No updates here. The schedule is the same, as well as the functionality expected to be available versus inactive. So we can move on. All right. This is more details on what to expect during the transition on both days as it pertains to ADS data coming from the market. So we can go on. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, and this again is to emphasize the importance of the production connectivity testing. So we can move on. All right, this is details that we have provided multiple times in customer service notice emails to the ADS users, as well as summarized here. So this will be there for your reference in the previous market sim presentation, as well as this one that will be posted. So we'll go on insurance. All right, more connectivity details here for reference, and we can move on. So this is a breakdown again of what to expect for phase 1 and phase 2. We do plan on having any potential time for ADS interruption between 11:15 and 11:40 on both days, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then just as a reminder to refer to the public calendar for the customer bridge information that will be available there. So we do invite and encourage customers to join the bridge before the transition activities on both days. So that calendar will be updated and you'll see those entries by the end of today. So you can go on, Instrument. All right. This is the detailed information about functionality to be available on the 13th versus the 14th, as well as what will be disabled and activated at a later date. So we can move on, please. All right. We are now on the 13th, approaching the 13th and the 14th, which shows you in production the phase 1 and phase 2 activities. And then we can, we also just have a reminder, plan on having the stage parallel operations going through the end of this week, and then we plan on having that activity be complete too. So management, if you could go on. All right, more technical details for reference here. And then I think this is the last ADS slide. Can you confirm, Instrument, by going to the next slide? Okay, yeah, that is. So I'll pause here for any questions. I know this is a really focus. This is a market sim call, and this ADS presentation is focused on the production activities, but due to their criticality, we wanted to make sure that we got this to as many people as possible. So do I have any other questions on ADS?
Yeah, hi, this is Mike from CES. What time do you expect the bridge to occur?
The bridge should be open at 10:30 on both days. And so we're allowing customers to access the bridge earlier to confirm connectivity before the activities and that the app is functioning. And then we'll lead you through the transition activities and confirm that there aren't any issues throughout. Okay, so 10:30 is what you'll look for on the calendar. 10:30 to 12:30 is what we're expecting to have the bridge open for. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Instrument.
Thank you, Trang, for the update on ADS. Now let's move on to independent 2020 releases. So the registration was till October 9th, but if you are willing to test this functionality for any of the projects, please send us an email. We can still register you. We'll do our best to accommodate for late registration. These are the release market simulation initiatives and timelines. We don't have any update on this slide today. In the previous market sim call, we notably said that there is an update on Nodal pricing model, market simulation, structured simulation start date on 20th of October. That's what we're going to follow. And the settlements calendar is now available for you to review at the following link. Any questions on the timeline and initiatives? All right, moving on. Aliso Canyon Phase 5, we are having testing timelines between October 13 to October 28, and the business requirement specification document is available at the following link. For FRP improvements, buffer and min, we're going to start the testing tomorrow till October 28. We're also going to perform the markets and scenarios tomorrow. We will try to focus our efforts to reproducing the scenarios between 10 a.m. to noon. And the structured scenario document is updated and is available at the following link. Any questions here for FRP improvements, buffer and min that we could answer right now? You can always press *6 and spacebar if you're having issues to unmute yourself. All right, moving on. Energy imbalance market 2020. The testing timelines is between October 19th till October 30th. and the unstructured scenarios document is available at the following link. Hybrid resources phase 1, the timeline to test is October 26 to November 13, and the business requirement specification document is available at the following link. Commitment cost and default eligibility enhancement, the testing timeline between July 27 to November 24th. The training document is available at the following link. Please feel free to stop me if you have any questions regarding any project. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. Nodal pricing model.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh. Hi, this is Mike from CES again. Back on the hybrid resource initiative, is that still planned to go live December 1st?
Let me check. Trang, do you have the answer to this?
Ashman, this is Adrian.
There you go.
Hi,
Sorry about that. Yes. Hey, Mike. Yes, our current plans is to go live with hybrid resources on December 1st. That's what the project, we're making every effort to meet that timeline. I think we'll know more after we start the market simulation and, how difficult if, everything goes smooth in that market simulation, if we can prove all the cases and, testing goes well. That would be a factor on, completion of this project. But at this point, our plans are still for December 1st.
Okay. And another question. So we have resources that are in the network model. They've been synced, but they're not currently COD. Would we be able to get those resources included in the map stage model before this?
Please, Mike, send me an email with the resources that you're referring to, and I'll try my best to include them in MapStage if possible. Otherwise, I'll give you a reply on what's needed to have those resources included in MapStage.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions for this project? All right. Moving on. Nodal pricing model, the testing timeline is between October 6th to November 13th, and we're planning to do structured scenarios on October 20th. The structured scenario document is available at the following link. I'm sorry, let me get back to this Nodal pricing model. If anybody has any questions for this project, I have the SME on the call right now. So if you have any questions on this project, we will be more than happy to answer your questions. All right, moving on. Intertie deviation settlement.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. This is Francois Henry from Pacificor asking about the nodal pricing. We do have a number of outstanding questions that have been asked, that have been documented, one or two with the city ticket regarding PAC NPMs, SCID not being available. And then there are some other much more technical questions that are outstanding, and I'm not really sure if this is the proper venue to address those questions or not, but you did ask if there's any questions. So
yes. I will be glad to take a look at that. If you could provide me the city ticket numbers, and then we'll make sure that we can reply to them ASAP.
Right. Okay. You want that? Right. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yes.
This is Adrian. I think the best way to resolve this is through Mohan. Mohan is in full control of this project, and he will involve Anshuman and any SME that we may have to help and answer anything that you would have.
Right. Okay.
I think we're just anticipating further questions from other market participants that may be interested on the topic, and that's where we can, we just want to make sure and open this to everyone to get their chance to ask questions. But when it comes to that specific project implementation, probably the fastest and most efficient route for you would be to work from on.
Right. Okay. Understood. I appreciate the feedback. So, okay. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Francois.
All right. Anybody else has any questions for this project? All right, moving on. Intertie deviation settlement. Planning to, the testing should start between October 20th to November 20, and the structured scenario documents are available at the following location. Symmetrical veiling, the business requirement specification document is available at the following location, and the unstructured testing can be done between October 20 to November 20th. Settlement Q4 winter release, the third draft for configuration output file is posted on 8th of October and is available now. Map stage deployment is performed on 6th of October. Connectivity testing for PAC is on between 13th of October to 21st of October, and the structured scenarios will be performed on 20th of October. Technical documentation is available at the following link. Any questions for settlements Q4 winter release? All right. This is all I had for today. Next meeting is scheduled on Thursday, October 15th at 2 p.m. I'll open up now for any questions from any market participants if they have any concerns or suggestions.
This is Emmy Sunset, Midway Sunset, and I just...
Quick question. Do we have any details about how to call into the bridge for the ADS transition?
Hi, thanks for the question. This is Donald.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So we, by the end of the day, will have the bridge on the calendar, the public calendar. So if you go there, you'll see an entry for 10:30 to 12:30 on Tuesday and Wednesday to call in. So it'll just be a bridge number and not a WebEx at this time.
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then, Emmy, I think I heard you very faintly.
It was the same question, so thank you.
Okay, thanks, Emmy.
So this is Prince with the ISO. I just want to give a new update that's just come out right now. As you all know, we've been going through this exercise of getting our customers to confirm their connectivity in production as a precursor to our going live for the ADS replacement project. It is absolutely critical that every customer on this call and otherwise confirm their connectivity with us using these production URLs that we've provided recently so that we know that when we go live, that everybody is able to connect and has their firewalls opened and configured so that you can connect with us and not have an issue with any sort of reliability concerns and so on. So we've been going down that path significantly. We have had a significant number of the customers already confirm, but there are still a few who we are working with to continue to confirm the connectivity. And so in order to give ourselves as well as those customers who are continuing to work with us a little bit of a breather, we have decided to move out our production go-live date from tomorrow and day after. And later today, you can expect a market notice announcing what the new date would look like. So again, it is absolutely critical that everybody confirm their connectivity with the new URLs and the IP and the firewall changes and all of that information that we've been posting. At the earliest, we want to give those parties who are working with us a little bit extra time. And so that's the reason why we're pushing out our go-live date. And again, we will send out a market notice later today with what the new date would look like. Any thoughts or questions on that?
Yeah, hi. How does that impact the call tomorrow then?
Hey, that's a good question. We will provide a bridge tomorrow. So we have a bridge, a customer support bridge that we had opened up today from 9 to 5 so that our customers who are working with us, like I mentioned, get an opportunity to get on the bridge, get the support that they need. We can look to provide, we will provide a similar contact bridge for tomorrow for those of you who want to confirm connectivity and so on. The actual go live bridge, which is what Trang had mentioned earlier, will be moved along with the actual production go live date as well. So in the market notice that we send out later today, we will specify that information as well.
Okay, so we'll have an open IT line tomorrow, but no formal bridge that was discussed earlier.
Right. So tomorrow's bridge, if you will be repurposed towards more of an IT support bridge, similar to what we have today. So we have one that's open since 9 a.m. today till 5 o'clock, and then we will do the same thing tomorrow. And then when we go live, and again, the dates will be announced in this market notice, we will have an actual bridge again where we expect the operations folks and others also to be joining in.
Okay, so if we dial in to this open line and demonstrate connectivity, is that essentially we're checking that box and you guys would consider that a formal confirmation?
Right. So we have 3 URLs that we've been sharing that we want everyone to confirm connectivity to. So if you've done that, then you should be okay. There is no reason for you to call in again on tomorrow's or today's support bridge. But if you have not, then absolutely get onto that support bridge so that, and we've sent out an MNS message, an SOP message through ADS over the weekend as well as, on Friday as well as this morning with further instructions. The URLs are also posted on our release planning page. So if you are able to get to those URLs, then you should be good. But if you are facing any kind of challenge with that or are confused about some of the messages that you're getting when you hit that page, join us on that support bridge either today till 5 p.m. or tomorrow so that we can work with you on that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we've been participating the entire time, but I just want to make sure we're not dialing into calls that we don't need to be dialing into. So, okay,
that's right.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right. Thank you, Prince, for the update. Anybody has any other questions for Prince?
Hey, Prince. This is Isaac from SCE. Hey, just I guess so the information kind of changed a couple of times just on this call, and I was wondering, whenever the new implementation date is for ADS, would we have an opportunity to get on a bridge call or some sort of a verbal confirmation prior to? Because I'm afraid that, if the next call is on Thursday and then we're planning to implement Wednesday and Thursday, then, then we may not be able to communicate like we have been.
Yeah, I think based on the pace at which we're seeing some of this connection, this joint work that we're doing to support some of the customers who are still working on their changes on the connectivity side, it will not be this week. That being said, when we open up for our actual production implementation, we will definitely open the bridge line approximately 45 minutes in advance of the actual cutover. For example, we had been communicating that we were planning to go live tomorrow at 11:15, and that the bridge would be opened up from 10:30 itself so that customers get a chance to get onto the bridge and so on. So we would follow the similar kind of a model with the new implementation date as well. We would open up the bridge about 45 minutes in advance.
All right. Thank you, Prince. Are there any further questions? All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining the call. We'll see you again on Thursday, October 15th.